You've reached the Surface Chat. I'm Mandy Jones, stand-up comedian and podcaster. This is the second episode of this show. Today is December 11th, Wednesday, 2024, and we are filming live from my home in New York. Not city, just New York. Today I have a fellow comedian as my, and he has a podcast as well, fellow comedian and podcaster as my guest. And I actually just learned that when he used to come to my monthly open mic down the block here that we used to have, that was the first time he ever tried stand-up. So that's fucking awesome. So without further ado, my friend, and now yours, Mr. Sean Nieves. Sean.
How's it going, Mandy?
What up? Oh, this is why I had it a little that way. What's up? Welcome, dude. Welcome to the fucking show. So you got the special December Christmas episode here.
The holiday episode.
The holiday episode. We typically, and I was going to let you pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the Christmas
All right. Yeah.
Good.
I didn't know how long we were going to last with these. So I don't know if you're not old enough. I never got into this kind of stuff until I got older. I never understood.
What?
I
never
really,
these
the
weren't
quirky,
really
the cheap party stuff. My mother-in-law's really into it.
I just remember it for New Year's. They'd have the because it was 2005.
Right,
The 2 zeros in the middle.
But now they still have it, and it's the 24.
They're trying to figure out how to make glasses out of it.
It always looks wonky now. But she'll pull out a bag of this kind of stuff around the holidays, and I'm always thankful that she does. So my questions here are always just kind of silly. For instance, when was the last time you swallowed a piece of gum?
Probably
often?
Probably within the last year.
Oh, really?
Because I'll sometimes chew gum while I'm lifting weights, and then
Okay, wait a minute.
I
I never heard of that. What about drink coffee while going to the gym?
I drink. I'm usually really hopped up on coffee throughout the day, so I cut off at 3 or 4 o'clock. So stop drinking coffee. I'll do smelling salts though. That's a nice.
What's that to get your energy going?
I guess technically it opens up your blood vessel. It opens up your blood vessels to make you be able to take in more oxygen.
Okay.
So it gives you energy.
Okay.
It really just feels like someone kind of slapped you when you sniff it.
Is it legal? Where do you get them? Online?
Amazon, yeah.
Okay, learn something new every day. How'd you get?
How did I get into smelling salts? Joe Rogan was talking about it. I was real interested.
He would. Who would play you in a movie?
Myself.
All right, we'll take it. Do you have too much shame or not enough shame?
So it's an interesting question because I'm Irish, so I definitely got some Irish Catholic shame and Irish guilt, but I don't think I have enough shame.
Okay, all right. Well, I kind of thought of it the same way too because I posed it. These are supposed to be questions for you guys to take home and have for your friends and stuff too, because you got to know. I think in situations I differ. You might be too young for this, but that might be part of it. Jock jams, or now that's what I call music. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I remember now that's what I call music. Of course, they made 50.
Yeah, I think they're high up there now.
What about Kids Bop?
Oh my God, that's more that's more your speed.
No.
Well, that's more your age group.
Kids Bop was coming out when I was just getting too old for it.
That's me too. I was just on that. They were a little too. What was the other one? I feel like Teletubbies too. I was a little bit too old.
I remember Comedy Central used to always sell the music collection CDs. Where it'd be this is what you call alt rock, and it would be alien ant farm.
Oh my God. They used to there used to be a skit on Whose Line Is It Anyway, where they would like give them the genre and then they would start reading like what would be on the CD, like the song titles. It was always a funny thing. Have you ever I know you're new to stand up. Have you ever thought of trying like improv?
I'm actually joining an improv.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, group. Some comedians on the island are like starting one, and they asked me to do it. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, I took an acting class in college.
Okay.
So I figured how much different could it be?
Yeah.
It's just like a little acting, a little stand-up mixed together.
Cool. Yeah, I had went recently to an event. One of my friends I met her through comedy, actually. She's not a comedian, but just come to comedy events. And she was like, oh, I want to go to this comedy thing. And it was a improv thing. And it was cool. It was like definitely like flexing a different, not that I participated, I just watched. But it's like, I could see how like, it gets your brain going in like a different way. I was like, oh, these people are like smart. Like there's like smart jokes. Like there's like a different like game here.
I've never attended an improv show, so like when I got asked to join an improv group, I had to like
honored.
I had to ask them like,
what do I do?
What is the when it's a live show? Like what are we doing? Like
yeah.
I had to get explained what a herald is. I didn't know that.
I don't know what that is.
That's apparently like what. Like, improv elitists think is, like, the way you're supposed to perform. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different ways to perform improv, apparently.
Okay.
I didn't know about this. There's, like, short form.
Okay.
And then there's, like, whose lines. People say whose line is it anyways, its own style.
Okay. Then, I'm probably, like, super, like, low class for even, like, saying that.
Yeah.
Like...
No, I like I love whose line. That was my only knowledge of improv before that.
Okay.
It was like that and, like, UCB theater.
I don't know what that is.
I just know it's like a place where they like give classes in the city.
Okay.
And, like, a bunch of alt comics like started there.
Check out the Industry in Huntington. That's the event I went to, and they do a class. Where did they say the class was? The class was somewhere else, I thought. But anyways, but they were people that were performing and looking for more people to participate.
I really just like stand up though. That's my problem.
It ends up being a different thing. Because they were saying, so wait, what was it? It was improv is you do it, but you want it to look like it was written, but it wasn't written.
Yeah.
And stand up was written, but you wanted to come off like it was just happening naturally.
Yeah.
That was like the difference that they said between the two. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I mean, but then there's like comedians that do just kind of have a natural flow. Like, not everyone's like super hard scripted.
Yeah, I had a friend, rest in peace, and he would say that people looked polished, but he would say it like in a derogatory way. Like he would like there was people that I remember watching with him, and he'd be like, "Oh, they're so polished," like, and he like thought that was like.
Just
like
going up at a mic
like it's not fair. Like I don't know, it's not like it's not natural. Like I always say this, but Glenn like doesn't respect like watching comedy specials after seeing comedy for so long, because it's like that joke has been around the country. Like when they do it on the special, it's like that joke is like totally tested. Like there's no like magic. I still believe there is, but he just believes like that's like when you watch, you know, these stand-up specials and stuff.
That's what like sets like a great special apart. Like one of my favorite comedians of all time is Patrice O'Neal. Yeah. And in his special, like he walks out and he's like doing a joke, and there's a lady in the front row, like a hot lady, and he's just like, "God damn!" And then she was with like a black dude, and he's like, he just points it out, like that wasn't scripted or anything. Like,
right.
And then he just goes into like a whole bit about that. Yeah. And then just back to his special. You know? Yeah. It's like stuff like that you can like appreciate.
Yeah. They're literally in the Mike Birbiglia special, he's doing a joke about people being late, and literally like people walk in like during the joke, and it's like you can't even like make it up type of thing. Yeah. But yeah, the good old.
I also like watching like specials that are kind of like bombing. Like one of my favorites is like Colin Quinn. He did like some special for like MTV. He used to be on YouTube. It's not on it anymore. No. I literally looked for it a long time. I just spent like one day like really looking for it, but
they like scrubbed that.
Yeah, well I think MTV like took it down, like copyright claimed it all, but like it's not anywhere else because it was just like a half hour from like some MTV half hour, but it's just Colin Quinn like bombing. Like it's so bad that he sits down on the stage. He just sits down at one point. He's like. Starts smoking a cigarette. He's like, this is bad.
It was, I'm going to blow him up, but freaking Nick Swartzen, I had read recently, bombed and booed, you know, like just went out there, didn't have his, wasn't like practice, you know, didn't have anything to, you can't just go up there.
When I hear that, I respect it though. When it's like a Nick Swartzen level comic, I'm like, oh. Oh, he's trying something. he
like literally just went on a bender and fucking thought he could fucking do the same old jokes and people fucking.
Or he didn't have anything written and he's just like, let me wing it.
Yeah, or it was so belligerent, just didn't remember. I think really was what it.
Apparently he lives in like Key West or something.
That's it was somewhere like that.
He's just down there hammered all the time. Like if you go to Key West, like there's a chance you just see Nick Swartzen like riding a bike or something.
Oh, Nick Swartzen, poor guy. Do you have more trouble falling asleep or staying awake?
Ooh, that's a good. Probably, I don't know. Staying awake, like.
Well, you got to be at work kind of early, right? Yeah. What time is work if you're getting out at 4?
I get in at 8.
Okay, that's not so early. All right, that's not so bad.
But I get out at like 6:30. It's not too bad.
Okay.
But I guess staying awake, cause like after work, if I like sit on the couch, I'll like pass out.
Yeah.
Like, there are times where I'm like I have an open mic and I'm like, oh, I'll just take like a quick little nap. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, I gotta fucking rush to the open mic. I have like bed hair and stuff. Like,
that is a blessing being able to go right to sleep though, because I am able to just go to sleep like that.
Not at
quickly.
Night though. Like when at night I'm like, once
restless.
I'm up.
Well,
like,
it's all that coffee.
No, not even that. It's like just my entire life I've always been like the type of like even when I was a little kid I'd stay up till like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I think it's the having time to yourself. Like you don't need to like be anywhere or like nothing's like it's like my mom used
pressing me for anything.
My mom used to always make fun of me because like I would be sick like from school, homesick, and then it would be like 2 p.m. like right when like the school day would end, and I would like perk up and like feel better, and it's because the freaking possibility of going to school is like. Yeah. No longer on the table. So, like, of course, I'm, like, perking right up, you know. Favorite show with an alien?
Ooh.
You can rank them if you have multiples. Like, where's your head even at all?
I guess Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay, that's a good one.
They had the aliens that would come down. Yep, the 8-bit guys.
Yep. We were just watching that the other day. Fucking Shake is such a dick. He's like probably my favorite, but he's literally the worst character.
I like Carl.
Yeah, Carl too.
They very accurately summed up like what North Jersey is with that guy. So I got speaking of Aqua Teen, I'll shout this out. My podcast co-host Travis. I always think of this. When I met him in 7th grade, he told me a story about him and his whole family sneaking into the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie.
Oh my god!
Like him, his dad, his mom, his little brother. Like I'm like, what an insane movie to be like. Yeah, we're going out to see Aqua Teen Hunger.
As a family, go to this R-rated movie. Aw.
Just the raunchiest comedy.
Nice. What is the name of your podcast?
Pot of Hot Coffee.
Pot of hot coffee. Pot of hot coffee.
That's it.
Pod.
Yeah, I don't like puns, so.
Okay.
It could be pot of hot coffee, but I don't like puns.
No. I'm saying pot so they know how to spell it.
Yeah, P-O-T.
Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah. Pot of hot coffee. No, when I was trying to think of stuff for this one, I'm like, you need it to be something. You don't want it to be a pun because then when people are in a crowd and they're trying to remember to look you up. It's like, oh, was it Phoebe with
right.
B at the, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, you want to be able, you want people to be able to fucking
also,
find
I feel
you.
like it's weird to like recommending someone like a podcast, being like, hey man, listen to this like pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if you just tell them something, it almost sounds like not a podcast.
Yeah.
It sounds more like a show than a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that is framing.
Yeah, no, you're trying to get it away from the...
Yeah, I feel like podcast is a dirty word.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's more than that. There's more value to that than that. And he's, you edit it and you go through it and you put all your show notes. What you said you...
No, I just watch it for the show notes.
You pre-record it and then you put it up. So that's you do your bit of editing.
I make sure nothing too bad is said.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you have one chance to... Have you ever taken anything out or not?
I probably should have, but no, nothing.
No, that's good. That's how this is. I'm like, what am I gonna take one down?
Not even I've thought like, hey, maybe I should beat this. I was like, I don't even have editing.
If I take it out, I feel like it's more sketchy. They're like, wait, what happened to episode 60? Where's that?
I did do a podcast with some comedians. I was a guest on my friend Justin Hartman's podcast.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him. I did a podcast with him and this another comedian, Kevin Lenahan, on the island, and so much stuff was said that they were just beeping it out. Like they just have like chunks, like you'd watch it and it would just be boop, and like they edited in like a
and they like the honking.
It was funny watching back, being like, I didn't even remember what was said there.
Oh my god, we used to always laugh when they would they'd put like on TV the edited version, but they wouldn't, instead of bleeping it out, they would put in like words. a less aggressive word. And the one
the Die Hard one's great.
Oh my god, what's that one?
I forget. It's when he's holding the sign in the hood, that scene.
I'm gonna admit I never even actually saw that.
Yeah, well they changed like a very bad obscenity to like something that's like just kind of like mundane.
Yeah.
And then he has like a crowd of people like attacking him because of the sign, but like,
yeah, it's like there's that
like
was the whole
disconnect.
meaning. Yeah. That was the Home Alone. He was like, I wouldn't let you come in my room if you were growing on my ass. And me and my sister, we were like, if you're growing on my belly button. Because it was like, if you're growing on... I forget, he didn't even say like tush. It was like something so stupid. Like, I don't even remember, but we were just like, oh,
I like when
so
they didn't
dumb.
even bother trying to clean it up. Like, I remember watching Gladiator a lot on cable television, and they would just cut out all the gore.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, we don't need that.
Are you not amused? And then it would just cut out of like entirely out of the Coliseum and be the next scene.
Yeah, they're like, we had to make it 60 minutes or whatever, 90 minutes.
Like, listen,
anyways.
we can't show gore. Like, we got to get TV 14 rating.
Wings or boneless?
Wings.
Okay.
Yeah,
what kind of sauce?
Typically buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, I get wings a lot from the Lindenhurst Diner.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like half off apps.
Nice.
So like,
what time is that?
I think it starts at 9.
All right, that's not
so
so
yeah,
late.
like after Mike's.
Oh yeah, that's
I'll, like,
perfect.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Cool.
It ends up being cheaper than McDonald's. It's crazy. It's like spend like $8, like
nice.
$15 with the tip and everything.
Nice.
It's not bad.
I still go to other fast food places, but I got sick after eating McDonald's last time, so I won't eat McDonald's again. I'm like, it might have been the jacuzzi that I threw up because of. But I'm just gonna blame McDonald's.
I always say I'm swearing off fast food, and then I'm like,
Taco Bell is just so good, and the one right here is a good one.
Taco Bell hurt my. They ruined the menu. They took away the things I like, and I can't forgive them.
Well, Taco Bell let me, when I forgot my wallet, take the food home, and then I came back right away. I didn't even eat the food, and the guy was like, "Oh, you didn't have to like, come back like ever." Like was like so surprised that I like rushed right back. So like those are my people. They didn't make me feel stupid for not having my wallet.
In high school, me and my friends used to play Monopoly in Taco Bell on Sundays.
Oh, nice.
Like people in Taco Bell were so confused, like the employees, because like.
Yeah, these kids are like camping out here. Like,
and we're like, oh no,
did you buy anything?
Yeah, we bought food.
Okay.
And then we would just kind of refill our drinks and maybe like get some more food.
That's wholesome. That's fine. Keeping them off the streets.
Yeah, we play some. All the football season ended. We need something to do on Sundays.
Well, Monopoly. What's your piece?
The boot.
Oh, okay.
That's my go-to.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, oh, that's my ice maker. If I'm not mistaken, the boot was when my aunt used to. We would metal detect, and she would just do the metal detector, and I would dig up whatever it was, and we were doing it in my cousin's backyard, and we dug up a Monopoly piece, and I'm pretty sure it was the boot.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a period of time where I went down like a YouTube wormhole of watching metal detector guys.
Okay.
Like, dudes, like,
what, did they find anything good, or mostly?
I don't. It's like any of those. Like I was watching dudes who dig for gold. Like,
Okay. And what about it was
canning
interesting?
for gold?
Their tactics or their
No, I just think
their like gambling addiction to digging. We were watching for a while the Oak Island mysteries.
Oh, what's that?
It's these guys, they're brothers who invested all this money in their Oak Island. There's supposedly all this buried treasure, and every time people get to it, like try to like caverns like open and shit, like it's definitely like booby trapped and shit. Like every time they dig, like they find like water will just fucking start coming. Like it's
crazy.
all, and they're like the
got me
place is haunted. They're like it's cursed.
Yeah.
The guys were just throwing all this money into it. There was like a couple of seasons of it.
That's
We
sick.
used to. Glenn and our one friend Tommy, his roommate from college, he would come over like on Tuesday nights or whatever, and we'd all watch the fucking. I want to say it's not the Mystery of Oak Island. It might be the Mystery of Oak Island.
You see those like Southeast Asian dudes that do like the what's it called? It's like they like do like they like build like buildings, but it's like just with their hands. It's like
not with with mud and
yeah, no, it is. It's like with mud and stuff. But then like they lied. They said they were like doing it like in like ancient ways, like ancient building techniques.
Oh, and
then
literally
they were just using like cranes and stuff.
Oh my god! Well, my favorite freaking fact is that the Amish. It's not that they're not allowed to use power tools. Yeah. It's that they're not allowed to own power tools.
Yeah.
So literally, like they'll use a chainsaw all day. It's just. Oh no, that's Freddie down the street. So they just have one. That's just one dirtbag Amish person that owns all the tools, and then everybody else borrows all this. And I'm sorry if you're Amish and you're on the internet and you could fucking stand up for yourself and tell me I'm wrong right now. But that's how I understood it. And I was like, oh, fucking loophole.
I like that the Amish were so confident. They're like, listen, go on Rumspringa, come back. You won't like it.
I really love freaking John Ziegler does a whole special on the one. He talks about the guy from Rumspringa. The guy's like, yeah, I could like fuck whores. I could like get a tattoo. He's like, I think the guy meant like you could like get some crazy socks and like go see an R-rated movie. He's like, I don't really think that's what they like intended when they fucking.
I want to meet the Amish dude who smokes crack on his Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Ends up in like Atlantic City.
Apparently really nice people. Well, you said what? You went to school in PA?
Yeah, I went to school in Philly.
So that's
not really near the Amish.
Not near the Amish at all.
They had Black Israelites, though. I don't know if you know who those are.
No, I'm not.
It's like these like militant like black dudes that claim that they're the real Jews.
Oh, okay.
So they'll like stand outside of like subway stops with like a squad of like 20 dudes. It'll look like a Public Enemy music video.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Are they dressed nice? What are they dressed?
They're dressed like Public Enemy music videos. So like army fatigues.
Oh,
like,
okay.
The leader's usually dressed in like a more flamboyant art. He looks, and then they just kind of harass people walking by. They're
wow.
Yeah, that's what I would walk to class and I'd see that and I'd be like, oh, Philadelphia.
Yeah, the joys of different places.
I'm like, maybe they're right.
Yeah.
I became a student of Farrakhan because of that.
How long does it take you to use a box of Staples?
Oh, at work? I blow through it.
Okay.
We just have I just have like a stash of like
a
lot of staples because I'm stapling papers together all day.
All right. Okay.
Bringing them out.
Do you ever wear hats?
I used to wear a lot of hats, and then I started like people my age are balding now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to wear a hat and have people think I'm like losing my hair
Yeah,
or something.
I know. My husband's like, I'm too old. I can't wear hats anymore. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're 34. Like, we're literally too old for hats now forever.
People
Like,
think I'm just hiding something back here, you know?
so you have to be proud and show
Yeah.
that you're not. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Also, I heard of Ralphie May. I don't know if you ever listened to the Ralphie May stand-up lecture. He's like,
I've seen a lot of Ralphie May, but I don't know if that one particular.
he has like a lecture, like a class.
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube, and
Oh,
it's
no,
like
no.
like a 3.5 hour like lecture. But one of the things he says in that is like, never wear a hat on stage.
Really?
So I don't wear hats on stage. I listened to that. That was one of the things I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe
I heard early in stand-up, one of the older guys said, don't, like, no graphic tees.
That's a similar thing.
I could see it being distracting, maybe.
I think it's more how loud the graphic is.
Yeah.
Because I wear a lot of band T-shirts and stuff, and for the most part, they're not distracting.
Yeah, and I feel like that a graphic, like a photo or an image, an image is different than like having like a dumb joke, like words trying to be funny.
Or like an all over print.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to see the shirt if we're gonna say that. And people always swear that you're not supposed to wear no shorts on stage. Too.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be a sin.
I do think that's I'm kind of call me a purist, but I think that's a rule we should stick by. I don't want to be seen. If you're a chick, you're allowed to wear like a skirt or shorts or whatever. You don't need to wear long pants, but if you're a man, like, I'm not trying to be staring at your like hairy legs while you're on stage. Look like you're dressed for like the beach.
I could see that.
I don't know, something very unserious about like cargo shorts.
Yeah. I have there was one time I did do stand up in shorts, and I had like yellow like stockings under, and the shorts actually had like suspenders on them. So it's like, if they're really ugly different shorts, are they still like shorts? I feel like those are different than like wearing like denim like cut off shorts. Like, I'm gonna argue that my shorts were different.
Actually, if they're
like Lederhosen, like is that different than shorts?
Denim cutoffs I'll take over regular shorts, because that seems a bit more genuine.
Okay.
You're like, you know what, I'm not getting dressed up for anyone. Like, I cut these shorts out of my old pants.
Yeah, it's a different level.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
oh my god, I just got to like a page that was all like romantic stuff.
That looks like a school handout.
I know, this is a pamphlet that I got. Okay, this is the follow-up question to the staples. Where is your staple landing on the page now?
Top left corner.
Top left, is it like, do we got it vertical or horizontal, or is it catty corner?
I mean, I don't pay too much attention.
What does it look like?
I guess usually it's vertical, but sometimes it's never that way.
Never that way. Okay, so he
annoying.
Says horizontal or catty corner.
Something like that. That's probably the preferred, actually.
Okay, all right.
It makes it the easiest to fold.
Okay, the catty corner. That's what a lot of people have been saying.
But also, sometimes I have two bigs of like a stack of papers. So like one staple won't go through it. And then I'll have to like staple and then staple another one to try to get it through.
Yeah. And well, that's when you got to go in.
We have a heavy duty stapler as well. That's like it's one of those ones with like the big lever.
Yep.
And it makes like a giant.
Yeah,
like,
we have that in the invoicing department. Every once in a while, I'll go over there and like borrow the fucking big one. Will you ever put several staples in one page? Like, if like a packet's stapled and you're adding, will you add more, or do you have to take that first one out?
I'll rip the staple. I got a little staple remover it's seen its
But
mileage.
will you ever just add to it? Like,
if the staple doesn't go all the way, like sometimes they'll have it where one side clicks through and then the other side folds. That happens to me a lot.
So they're all together, but it's really not.
I staple like 40-page packets together at work all the time. So my company, you would think that we would get into digital and like the shop guys would have like iPads or like. But
That's funny, because all my guys were all like pretty much paperless.
Yeah, no, it's still print 3 copies of everything.
Oh man, what?
So like I do like I designed this stuff to be manufactured. So all the manufacturing drawings, so 3 copies of everything because it has to go spread around the shop.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I know. You would think it was actually my company was actually real good with that when we went remote for COVID. Like they were just like, okay, just do your job from home now. Like it wasn't like I didn't miss like anything really.
Yeah.
Everything's just on the fucking internet. Would you, if ever, call it a sub, a hero, a hoagie, or a grinder? Is the new one that I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's a hoagie. Yeah,
well, yeah, you
Philly,
from PA, yeah, hoagie.
No, it's a hero.
Oh, it is a hero.
Well, it's a hero for me, but in Philly, it's a hoagie. I would get harassed all the time. They'd be like, "Yeah, you're from New York. Yeah, they don't got hoagies there. Yeah, they got heroes. I don't know what that is."
My cousin, when we were in New York City last time, we were getting at 7-Eleven like late night. My one cousin was ordering a slice of pizza, and he goes, "Oh, and I'll take a cheese slice." And then my cousin was like, "I don't like how he didn't call it a regular or or a plain. Why is he calling it a fucking cheese?" I
feel like it should be like you get handed like a craft single if you ask for that.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, "It's plain or regular."
Yeah, I would also get if I'd order pizza, I'd be like, "Yeah, let me get 2 pies."
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, we don't got pies. We got pizza." Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah, pizza pie."
Yeah, whatever that is. What do they call it? Units?
They're like, "Yeah, it's a pizza. 2 pizzas."
Oh, okay.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like
in Vegas, where I got the thing of popcorn, and I'm like, "Oh, and I'll take a thing of popcorn," and the guy's like, "A thing of popcorn?" I'm like, "Why? What would you call it?" He's like, "A bucket." It's like, dude, you're gonna call it a bucket? It's the size of this cup. It's a fucking a stadium-sized thing for in Vegas. It's tiny. Hardly a bucket. What's a movie reference you say in everyday life?
Oh, Office Space. You ever see Office Space?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Ooh, what'd you do if you hit the lottery?
Oh, yeah.
2 chicks at the same time.
He's like, anyone ever say that to you? No, that's fucked up. No.
Yeah, man, hell no. If anyone asks you you're having a case on the Mondays, oh, hell not, Peter. You can get your ass kicked for that.
No, they always say, my brother-in-law, he loves that freaking character, and he's always like, yeah, no, that's like, he identifies with him because he's like, yeah, I'm doing the drywall.
Yeah, exactly. Up there in
because that's how they are with the fucking carpentry. Like,
goddamn, gotta get up on the
he's talking about like you say what task you're doing and what place you're doing it at. Like, he's just always.
Oh yeah, right. This is so accurate. It's just like,
yeah, no, that's a great movie.
Mike Judge is one of my favorite like comedy directors, because I love Office Space, but then he made Silicon Valley after, Silicon Valley the show. It's like an HBO show. I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. It's really funny.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that. Well, I love he's King of the Hill.
Yes, King of the Hill as well. So I just love his He's very good at social commentary and accurately representing average people, which I think a lot of media doesn't do a good job at. Because most people who write stuff aren't your average working class person. Yeah. Yeah. No, King of the Hill is great. We watch that a lot around here. And the new one, it didn't come out yet, I don't think, right? What? They're putting more King of the Hill out?
It's Bobby's going to be 25.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know
either 21 or 25. They're doing a reboot.
Oh, now you got me interested. I'm going to have to watch this.
No. We'll Google it afterwards.
I'm really bad at TV? I don't follow anything.
The only reason we know is because we love King of the Hill, and I think it knew when it was advertising to Glenn, stay tuned.
There's a YouTube video, and it's King of the Hill if it was Pokemon.
Okay.
And Bobby is Butterfree. Show you this after. It's so funny. He pops out of the ball. He's like, Dad.
We always just amongst our freaking friend group. It's always not just damn it Bobby. God damn it Bobby. About everything. And the one day I came home and I guess it was one of the neighborhood cats, but there was a blackbird dead on my porch. And I'm like, oh God, this is like a sign, like everything I was like going through. And so as I was like in the backyard, because I got to bury the thing, obviously, go get it right with God or whatever. And I'm burying it. I'm like, God damn it, Poppy. Like, and I'm like, that's how ingrained this fucking line is in my head. Fucking burying a dead bird. But yeah, I believe they might have said January 2025 that it's coming out. I might be making that up, but...
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of King of the Hill because it was on, if I remember correctly, on Adult Swim. It was like Family Guy was on, then King of the Hill was on after it. Then it was like Robot Chicken or something.
If we're going to talk about, cartoon-wise, best cartoon couple.
Best cartoon, Stan and Wendy from South Park.
Oh, okay. Wendy, you're a bitch. And Token, right here, buddy. That's awesome. Good pick. Weirdest food combination you enjoy?
A lot of them.
Follow-up question. Would you ever consider putting mayo on a hot dog?
No, I'm very anti-mayo, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing. I hate mayo.
Okay, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, like, something about it's colorless. It's like colorless goop.
What about sour cream?
Sour cream, there needs to be, like, not too much.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to be seeing like white. It's just like white goopy stuff in my food kind of grosses me out.
Okay. Keep it at a minimum.
Yeah, I don't need to explain that anymore.
That's perfectly fine. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I'll say, like, not the only food, like the main.
Like what? I guess I'll have halal every day for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a combo over rice.
Okay, yeah, like we'll take this as the type of genre of food. All right, halal every day.
Just the same thing, like combo over rice, like platter.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'll have that all day. White sauce, hot sauce, like.
We've been just going to the gyro place, just getting the side of lamb, and then our own pitas and our own freaking greens on it.
Yeah, I like getting a pita with the platter. I'll throw it in there and make like a Middle Eastern taco.
Nice,
so it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's your other late night halal over there.
No, I usually have halal for like dinner or lunch, like on the weekend. There's no good late. So there used to be a real good late night halal spot on the island in Hicksville that was open 24/7. It was on like Hicksville Road or some shit.
Yeah.
They have like a storefront now, but it's not open 24/7. They got Nassau County like complained about the cart or something.
Yeah, Deer Park is we got a good population of people here that enjoy the freaking halal food. So we got a couple of good places. Spot. That Turkish spot. Nazar?
That's attached to like the gas.
Yeah, and they finally got. Those pumps were down for the longest time. I'm like, oh my God, they finally got those pumps I thought
it was just like a decorative gas station.
Yeah, no, exactly.
For so long.
No, it was, I guess they probably didn't have the permits to get everything like going or whatever. The things that place is great. If animals could talk, which one do you think would be the most annoying?
Dogs.
All right.
They just won't leave you alone. Like, I don't know. You ever like have like a little like cousin hanging around that's like asking you everything that's like, you know?
I was the little cousin.
You're like watching TV and like you got like a 5-year-old coming up to you being like, "Yo, you think Spider-Man could beat up the Hulk?"
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like the dog's like coming up to you, he's like, "Yo, who do you think's outside right now?" I think there's someone outside. You should let me out back.
You want to give me some more of those treats that you had?
You had those cookies before. They were really good. Can you open? I don't really have thumbs. Can you open the cabinet for me?
I hadn't really thought of it. I don't have a dog, so I hadn't really thought of it. Cake or ice cream?
Ice cream cake.
All right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Now they actually have. You can order like whatever you want. You can get vanilla on vanilla, chocolate on vanilla, strawberry. What are you getting?
What, ice cream?
Ice cream cake. If you pick your layers.
Well, you gotta get chocolate and vanilla.
Okay, that's just standard.
You gotta get the Oreos separating it.
Yeah. The crunchies. All right, yeah. So standard, because you could
you could if you're getting reckless, throw the strawberry in there, but less people are gonna get down with it.
I don't think people know this. For free, you call Carvel and you can get a custom, and you just need 24 hours, and they'll do you could do Oreo on the bottom.
My old job, they used to get the same ice cream cake for everyone's birthday.
Yeah.
They would get the same caramel ice cream cake.
Yeah, they actually sing to us on our birthday here, which is a nice thing that they do at my job. And note who's in charge. She tries to get the thing that the person likes. But she does her best. She goes on what looks good, too.
There's nothing less depressing than eating like a birthday ice cream cake in like an office somewhere. You're just like, I guess it's better than working.
Yeah. I sometimes turn the cake down, but not because I'm too good. I'm just more of an ice cream person. Like, sometimes cake is too rich or too much. Like, I can have like a bite of it, and I'm like, I can't even finish
actually,
this.
You know what? You're right. Ice cream over cake. If I had to pick, the weird answer. Yeah, because like cake, there's too much variables.
What about pie versus cake versus ice cream? Where are you at? Well, people are gonna say those go together, I guess.
They do, but I eat way more ice cream alone.
Yeah.
Than like I'm not like, let me get a pie right now.
I keep the little Dixie cups. I like to just at night just have one or usually two.
Yeah, I like ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, those are good too. That's like a staple at my mom's house. Always have the ice cream sandwiches.
My mom cuts them in half.
Oh my God, I love that.
A little old Irish lady. She cut them in half and then leave them in there.
God bless her.
And I'll go into the
God
freezer.
bless your mom.
And I'll pull it out. I'll be like, what is this? And she's like, it was too much.
I'm saving it.
Yeah, she will. She's like, I'm gonna have the second half tomorrow.
Glenn's all about bringing stuff that comes out of the freezer, like his ice pops and stuff, and letting them like almost melt and then eating them. Like he's like, no, it has to like sit out for like a really long time. Like he's like half asleep. I'm like, don't forget about that. He's like, don't touch my ice cream. Like I'm waiting for it to get to the perfect consistency. I could like eat ice cream like hard as a rock. Like same. It doesn't matter. I could eat like right into like an ice pop.
Yeah, just bite into an ice pop.
I don't know. I don't think I have like enough feeling in them.
I say that, but I don't bite it. I'll get like the shivers.
No, the freaking chocolate bar I bought the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna
gain, right?
I'm like gonna break my teeth because I didn't do the side. I'm like right.
Oh yeah.
Try to use my front teeth.
I always do that with fudge pops because it takes so long to like get soft. Like,
yeah, no, I have no patience. It's like, okay, random. If you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month, what show would you choose? I don't even know how that question. I didn't even see that on there previously.
Storage Wars.
Oh, that actually, I'm in. That's actually awesome.
I'm hanging with the old dude Barry. We're not making any money.
What are you looking for? What kind of things are you
I'm hanging with Barry. We're looking
though?
For interesting stuff. We're looking for stories.
Are you looking for like more, like, are you interested in more like people's personal stuff maybe finding?
No,
or
I'm trying
are you
to find like collector stuff.
Like historic items maybe?
Just anything of interest, I'm hanging with the old dude with the gray hair. He doesn't make any money on anything.
We used to watch so much of that. That one,
and then
the
guy Dale.
Overweight guy, he was like good.
Yep. That guy?
He had a lot of money, and he'd come and just like freaking.
The guy that would flip like dishwashers. He'd be like, yeah, there's a lot of There's 3 dishwashers, 2 refrigerators in this here. We got a big.
Yeah, he had like a whole warehouse. He'd have just like he would buy his people would come.
I like the white trash couple. Jared and the dude, I know all their names. I watch so many episodes of that show.
We used to watch a lot of that.
The dude with the little earring and he would wear like the Oakleys.
I would know them all if I saw the picture. I could definitely pull them a lot of items. I really find I am the same way. Like I find, like I think there's purpose in everything. I think there's like you could salvage that, like somebody's stuff. Like
think it's a hilarious show. They're going like they got the guy who talks fast. Like
my
it was on for like over
way
a decade.
Yeah,
it was
way
on,
too many.
There's like
seasons.
hundreds of episodes of Storage Wars.
Yeah, no, they had. I'm trying to think of the. Oh wait, Barry. I know who you're talking about now. I totally just had like a vision of
talk
him.
like this, yeah.
He would wear like suits.
He had like slicked back like white hair.
Yeah. Okay.
He looks like the type of guy who like pays for an escort. Like not to be sexual, just to go to dinner with
Yeah,
them.
nothing.
Yeah. Just be like, I need company.
You root for any particular sports teams?
Yeah. I'm a big sports fan, so
yeah,
big Knicks fan, like diehard Knicks fan.
Okay.
The Rangers, Yankees, and the Giants.
I'm gonna say when even basketball season's winter,
basketball
right?
season's going on right now.
Right now till like what, March Madness it is?
March Madness is college. So, NBA goes all the way. The finals are played in June, so playoffs
start.
Oh,
okay. So they play a
playoffs
lot
start
of
like
basketball.
March or May, not March. Playoffs start like end of April, May usually.
So how's your team looking?
Knicks. Best Knicks team in my lifetime, so I'm very excited.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, they're doing
Go
real
Knicks,
good. Yeah.
fucking New York. That's awesome. I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't really talk about sports very much at open mics because.
Well, yeah, I know.
Not that many sports fans.
Well, and like I said, the place that we went to, Hopscotch, specifically like the place, they don't have TVs, so the odds of the Knicks being on are pretty low when there's no TV. At what age does a person become old?
I guess 40.
Okay.
Yeah, 40.
I'm approaching old.
40s where like, average people are like, yeah, that guy's old.
That's enough.
It's not like, and not every 40-year-old, but I feel like when you hit 40 as a like, you're probably like, I'm 30 now. I'm like, I got 10 years left before I'm like,
okay.
You're kind of like, I don't know, like, people are like, I'm 40 now. They're kind of.
Yeah, I'm done. All right, I'll take it.
Hit the midpoint.
I feel like if you're going to say 40, I would just say 50.
40's young. Like, I mean, really, like, 40 is young, but, like, I'm saying, like, what people, like, really, I'd probably say, like, actually old, like, 65, 60.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it changes.
It goes off, like, I feel like once someone hits 60, like, they'll age in, like, they'll fall off, like, they'll age very quickly in, like, a year or two, but it will happen all at once. So, like, my parents are, like, 61, 62 now. Like,
okay.
Like, my dad got old. Like, my dad, like, overnight, like, just got real old. Like, my mom hasn't gotten that yet. But, like,
I know.
It's coming,
Yeah, I know. Men, it's like they're something about their, like, hair or something just changes. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Gremlins, is it a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
I never thought of it. I always just associate Gremlins with my friend growing up. He would always have a sleepover birthday party in like February, and one of the tapes that he had on one of the movies he had on VHS was Gremlins.
Okay.
So that was watched every year.
Okay.
So that anytime I think
okay,
Gremlins,
so it's a February movie.
If I had to say, it would be a Christmas movie because it takes place in Christmas time.
Yeah. Well, that's always what I thought. That's always I would associate it with as a Christmas movie.
Yeah. What about Gremlins 2? You ever see that?
No, I don't think I have seen Gremlins 2.
It's really bad. It's really bad. It like loops around being funny because of.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's
like
good.
What's it? Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Okay, yeah, that's another one. I never even saw the regular Bill and Ted's until recently, like literally within the last like year. I just like missed that one. Oh, I didn't ask you. What are the questions? Wayne's World or Dumb and Dumber?
Wayne's World. I was gonna bring up Wayne's World when we were mentioning Bill and Ted's because those are like they go like hand in hand.
Yeah. I love Wayne's World. That's one of my faves.
Car.
Favorite. So a fad you bought into.
A fad I bought into. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm not really one to follow. Like I I'm usually pretty anti-fads.
No Beanie Babies, no Pokemon cards.
Like as a kid,
anything.
yeah, I guess like, but like all that stuff, like the toys as a kid, they're like Pokemon and all that.
You gotta have it.
Tamagotchi. Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think.
Collect anything?
Yeah, I collect like a good bit of stuff. Collect records, like punk and hardcore records.
Okay.
Skateboards.
Okay.
Like skateboard decks. Old band T-shirts. My collections, my family, they probably would call me just hoarding.
Yeah, no, that's okay. No, everyone has their right to their stuff. I think if it's organized, it's not hoarding.
It's just boxes.
If you know what it is, it's not really hoarding.
Yeah. They're like, no, this is. It's like when I'd watch American Pickers and like they'd walk into someone's house.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'm not a hoarder, I'm a collector.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fine line because I've got stuff everywhere. So much crap. But it's all.
I'd watch American Pickers. I'd be like, yo, I'd be in awe. I'd be like, look at this guy. He's got a whole. There's no room to even walk in his.
Yeah, I know, and it's cool. Like some of the like real old places. Like I would love to go in like an old, Long Island. Nothing's really even old like around here. Like you start going upstate and stuff. They do like estate sales, and it's like, the person's like fucking great grandmother lived. It's like they have like bedpans and like old timey shit that like. Yeah. Here it's just all like plastic like toys. Like it's all like kid stuff when you go to like yard sales and stuff. It's like nothing old because nothing's been here long enough.
Yeah, all the old people with money move.
Yeah. Or it's like, I don't know. I've been trying to get rid of stuff because I just have so much stuff. I have so much clothing and just the amount of stuff you just collect over the years. Just I don't know, like little presents and stuff. Like, I don't know, like, what do I do with all this stuff?
It's funny. I'm not sentimental and like stuff like that, but I do just keep it. I'll just have like it's just piled somewhere in my room, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like the birthday card I got 8 years ago from my dad.
I think that's nice though. Every once in a while, you look around, somebody loves me. Somebody just filled out this card for me. I don't know. I saw something. It was like watch humans become soulless. And it was like people. It was like showing all like groovy, like old, probably like 1960s, and then how people now it's more. Everything was more like clean cut looking, and all the like it went from like showing all like knickknacks to like everything's like minimalist now, and even like the designs of the cars.
Yeah, I hate it. There's no color.
Yeah, everything's like like different like sharper like lines and stuff. So I don't know, whatever you're into.
I'm into like design stuff. I'm into a lot of stuff.
You always are rocking the old clothes, like interesting old pieces.
Yeah, I tend to buy like. I don't like buying new clothes for the most part.
I don't like when I go in and I see like 5 of the same thing. I'm like, it kind of ruins its like pizzazz.
I don't like having the same clothes as people, and then like I also don't like buying stuff like that like falls apart.
Yeah.
So like I usually like try to buy something nicer, like do my like research and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah. We always thought with like the thrifting and stuff, my sister and I think we always thought that we were like getting something better than we could afford. Like we're getting getting like out of our like price range. Like we're buying like up or like I don't know. That's how we always felt about it.
I always thrifted just cause like thrifting's like trendy now, but like, me and my friends have been doing it since like we were in high school. We go to like the Salvation Army and like just in the hopes that we found like a cool basketball jersey or like a cool band T-shirt in there.
Yeah.
So like we were always just like thrifting, looking for like cool stuff, and like that's how I kind of like. And now like it's gotten to the point where like the thrift stores are so like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You just have to like go on eBay and like look for stuff.
Yeah. Even on TikTok, they're like, look what I thrifted. Go to everybody's just like it's like trendy to like.
And the trends go so quick that like 1 week something can be like super trendy. And all these people are trying to buy it, and then like the next week it's like. Oh no, that's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
So I just try to avoid.
Well, and I don't even the TikTok, like people are like, look at this outfit I put together. I'm like, that doesn't even look like good. Like I don't get what you're
I don't have a
showing
TikTok.
us. You're not missing anything. Honestly, what I like about it is I've used it to make videos to save to post on other.
Oh yeah, I heard
to use it as an editing tool. That's literally. I do have some stuff up there, but it's nothing good.
Yeah, I had to like go download like a new captions app because I was like captioning my stand-up clips using the Instagram like captioner.
Yeah.
And like I would like retype the whole thing, and then it would like reset. And like crash, and I'd be like, I spent like 20 minutes fixing the captions.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this. I'm getting an actual.
No,
like,
it
app.
really is like fucking homework when it's like, oh, gotta post on the fucking like the littlest fucking thing. I never actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I never even use Instagram on the laptop.
Oh, I don't. I use it on my phone. Like
but I should.
Yeah.
Because Facebook on the laptop's way easier.
Instagram on the browser doesn't. Like, they don't want you using it.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, the format doesn't look the same.
No, and they don't, like, let you really post or I don't think you can post from the computer. You can view stuff, but it's like...
Oh, that makes sense.
It's really just like you're on Instagram on your...
Yeah,
it's kind of
okay. Because when I feel like I've used Facebook because of this through the laptop, I feel like it's like easier to, like, find stuff because it's like there's computer. Words.
Yeah. Facebook, I only started using Facebook again, like I didn't go on it for like a decade, and then I started comedy, and everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta go on Facebook. Yeah, you gotta talk to me on Facebook."
No, I this morning it was like I guess they did an update or something because I was like logged out of the like messenger part, and I'm like, this is how people message me about gigs. Like I actually need this. This is how we talk because there's no phone. No one gives their phone numbers out.
I gotta make it be known, like, if you want to book me, like, hit me up on Instagram or like an email or something.
I've
been messaged on Facebook before, and I get back like I got offered like a paid gig, and then I didn't see the message.
Yeah, no, dude.
I didn't see the message, and I got back. I'm like, I guess I missed this.
Yeah, no, it's like it's like not even a long window.
No,
and
exactly.
the one day they saw that I read it, and he's like, I guess that's a no because I read the message and didn't respond, and it's taking me a minute, but he's like, I guess that's a no. I'm like, oh shit, like. No, I'll take so it's like you have like hours.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like to respond if you want to get that. So yeah, no, it was funny because when I first got Evan Weiss was like, oh, you got to get a Facebook. So I get my Facebook going, and I friend him, and then he thought it was a fucking bot. Because it was like, he goes, you were good looking and we didn't have any mutual friends. I didn't have any friends because it was a new Facebook account. And so he like blocked me. Catfished. So then I saw him in person. And he's like, I'm like, I friend requested you. He's like, oh, I think I blocked you. I don't even know what I did. I'm like, dude, you're the one that told me to make a Facebook.
All these comedians were asking me about Evan because he went to go he got married recently.
Yes.
And they're like, I was the only one who goes to his open mic, so they'd always ask me, and they'd be like, yo, is Evan's wife real? He'd be like his AI girlfriend.
Aww.
I'd be like, no, I'm pretty sure she's real. And then the last Shakers Pub mic, she was there.
Oh, okay.
So I got confirmation that she wasn't.
Good, because I actually haven't met her yet.
Yeah, I was laughing so hard because they'd always be like, yeah, Evan's AI girlfriend. I'm like, that's wild.
Oh my God.
That's stuck.
Oh my God. So tell me one more time where we can find your podcast.
Pot of Hot Coffee. Search it on YouTube, anywhere. Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, everywhere. You can search my name, Sean Nieves. That'll bring you to it as well.
Spell your last name because I don't have it written.
SeanNieves.
So this has been the Surface Chat, guys. Thanks for coming. Fun
you're
stuff.
welcome. It was a blast.
That was it.